got lots to do, actually. We got the old woman story that's just unbelievable.
Oh, yeah, I've seen the clip on the news plenty of times because there's nothing. The only thing worse, I think, than punching an old lady in the face is playing it 30 times on the news. They just know what people want to see. People want to see big black men punching old white women in the face. If they didn't, the news wouldn't play it 30 times.
It's an amazing story. She was 101 years young.
Still is. She's alive. Right jabs to the side of her head, like kind of holds her head with his left hand and kind of pops her twice with his, no, he holds her with the right hand, pops her twice with the left hand, grabs her pocketbook, and like right in front of her, just starts rifling through it. Right. So she reaches over to try to like grab the pocketbook back, not thinking anything, probably like, oh, these whippersnappers today. And the guy just pounds her with a right hand and knocks her right out.
Down
Just
goes
bam.
old bitch.
Down goes Grandma. Stop the fight. Stop the fight.
Honestly, it's just an awful story. Here it is, in case you missed it.
I'm 101 years old. How are you going to run after a mugger?
Rose Marat's face is battered and bruised after a violent struggle with the mugger in the lobby of her Queens apartment building. The assault was caught on videotape in disturbing detail. You can see Rose on her way to church with the help of a walker. The young man she thought was opening the door turns on her, punching her repeatedly before taking her purse and rummaging through her pockets. Bleeding profusely, the century-old woman musters the strength to try to get her purse back, and that's when this thief knocks her and her walker to the ground.
I got a little angry, and I said, oh, that's so-and-so. I hope you get caught.
That's
so-and-so.
Yeah,
I know what you said when you said so-and-so.
Yeah, exactly.
That's so-and-so.
I hope you get caught by a white police officer.
Right.
Right.
I said that's so-and-so. It sounded a little like mugger.
Bill from Waterford, the saddest thing about the black guy punching the old lady, it took him 3 punches to lay her out. What a whip.
Yeah. Guy's the joke of the community. Yeah. Yo, man, what's wrong with
Right.
that? 3 punches for that old white woman? What's the matter with you? Well, I was needing the crack money. Bastard, here he is. They're showing it on the news.
Oh, there's
Look,
the right.
That's the knockout punch.
Down goes Grandma.
Oh, he Tysoned her there.
Man, she's all right for
She's
101.
spunky.
Yeah, there she is.
Oh, yeah, look at him holding the door. Yeah, I'll help you out. He's got his head down. Don't look at me.
Because he doesn't want his face on the surveillance. Grabs her neck, 2 punches to the head, grabs her purse, and then the knockout punch.
Down goes Grandma.
What a sparkling wiggle.
And her walker fell over on top of her.
What a sparkling wiggle.
Look at that walker she's got. Jesus.
No, that's the other one.
There's 2 of them.
Yeah, here's the second half of the story. Just when you thought it couldn't get worse.
As Rose's neighbors rushed to her aid, police say her attacker jumped on his pink bike and pedaled over to the Common Life Tower on 170th Street and found his second victim, 85-year-old Solange Elise, who suffers from Parkinson's and also uses a walker.
He figured, all right, I could take out the 101-year-old. I'm going to go a little younger.
Yeah.
I think I got it in me to take out an 85-year-old.
My next challenge, 85.
A shaky 85-year-old.
Yeah.
That's like, you do okay, and then you decide to take on Tyson.
This guy is just a scumbag.
From Parkinson's and also uses a walker. The same suspect rode the elevator up.
Well, there was a little more of a challenge with the 85-year-old because the guy suffered from Parkinson's or the lady.
Yeah.
So he's
kind of hard to.
He's bobbing, or she is bobbing and moving.
Moving target.
Tougher target for this savage.
She's like Rocky in Rocky 3. He got a little more speed.
Right.
Apollo helped him.
The same suspect rode the elevator up with her, got off 1 floor below, and ran up to Solange's door before she could get inside.
Ooh.
He began to beat me in my face a lot, and a lot of blood coming out of my mouth.
Solange's chin and arm were injured in the attack, but perhaps most upsetting, the suspect stole this widow's wedding ring that she has worn for 60 years.
Oh.
The suspect is being described as a male in his 30s.
How about you friggin' put the race in there? For the love of Christ.
They won't do it. They have.
It just eliminates so many people. A male in his 30s. So now it's everybody.
Yeah.
Now it's everybody. If you say a black male in his 30s, at least you know who to look for.
Are we allowed to say
God,
black?
they're so politically friggin' correct. Say what it is. Why the hell do they do that? They used to always tell what race the person was.
Because they'd be doing it every day.
The suspect is a white male in his 40s. Just tell what it is. That way we know not to look at white people, not to look at Hispanic people, for this Asians. You know, you're looking for a black guy.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
You know what's happening, too? Queens. I was telling Anthony in the office, Queens is like an area in the New York City area where everyone pretty much started from. Like I have, my family goes back to Queens, and you know it was a well-to-do neighborhood. You know, back in the day, this 101-year-old lady, she's probably out on the sidewalk and licking the big ice cube for 5 cents a lick. My grandma tells me the stories. The Iceman would come around and you would get to lick the big ice cube.
That was before AIDS.
Was it the ice cube?
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah. For 5 cents a lick.
Really?
And he'd take the big tongs and throw it over his shoulder and walk up 10 flights of stairs to put it in a Jackie Gleason refrigerator.
Right,
My great-grandfather did that. He had a horse.
Who didn't?
Really?
Did he have a horse-drawn, wagon?
Yeah, he was a big guy, too.
That's what they remember.
Yeah, but back in the day, it was all very innocent in Queens, It was like Norman Rockwell painting.
Yeah. White.
Hey, Sally, you want to go get a soda pop?
That's right. Oh, Jack, can we?
Yeah, we can. I made extra money on my route this week, Sally.
Are you going to take me to the dance tonight?
Sure, Sally.
Oh, gosh, I'll go home and do my hair. I got to call Kathy and tell her. This is what she remembers.
Yeah, of course. It was the good old days.
The war breaking out.
In general, very innocent times.
Let's go down and we'll contribute some aluminum so our boys can win the war. All right, Sally.
I'm going to give up my red
Jack.
wagon.
But
I'm going to give away my nylons.
But see, here's the deal. Like, a lot of people had the means to get out of these neighborhoods and find a better life in general.
Yeah.
And you fast forward 30 or 40 years, and it's a whole different thing. Oh.
Could you help me with the door? I need some help. Thank you, sir. Ow! 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 Ow!
Down goes Grandma! Down goes Grandma!
Raise war!
It is not a sin to get rid of a dirty stain. A Negro.
Wasting your time with a black.
Oh!
These poor old people, they didn't have the means to get out, and they wake up like 3 or 4 decades later, and they're living amongst savages.
They went from licking ice to putting ice on their faces.
Yeah.
Got punched.
Not like the old days.
I feel bad for these people. She's probably been in that apartment 50 or 60 years. Just watching the neighborhood change around her, and she has, nowhere to go.
Been in that same apartment. She remembers hanging out the window and nothing but Italians and Irish down below.
Yeah. At least she doesn't have to worry about her teeth coming out, though. He punched her right in the jaw and nothing came out.
And down goes Granny.
Down goes Granny.
From the good old days. Oh, what a shame.
Yeah.
Time is a bitch.
It really.
You really got to relocate, lady.
Now she's like an injured gazelle.
Oh, yeah.
She's just like that one gazelle at the watering hole.
Watering hole.
All the other gazelles are long gone because they see the ripples in the water.
One that can't get away when the lion finally jumps out of the
Yeah.
Oh, dumb old broad move.
Yeah, but why would she open you look out that door you came out of and you see...
She might have came out of an elevator or something, because I don't know if that was her... I think it was the vestibule.
There was...
I think it was the vestibule of the building.
She actually asked the guy. You could see her. He holds the door for her, and she kind of motions with her head like, could you get that door too? And maybe that annoyed him. Like, what am I, a doorman?
Yeah, but dude...
Yo, bitch, what am I, your doorman?
There is no audio on that. He could have said, "Hey, you colored."
Yeah.
Get that door for me.
Excuse me, you colored. Yeah. Open the door.
Yeah.
Open the door. I could have had you shot for that.
But the NYPD is on a mission. They're trying to find this guy. They can't find him yet.
Oh, they'll find him.
No, did you see the picture?
You got to think like just the everyday criminal is just looking at this guy like, what a scum.
I don't know.
What a scum.
I don't know. That's the world we live in. That's the world we live in, especially in those areas. It's just this animal instinct of just prey on the weak. And there it is, an old 101-year-old lady, and you punch her in the side of the head and knock her out.
You punch her and she doesn't go down. You punch her again and she doesn't go down.
Yeah.
And then you have to punch her again and go, ugh.
Who would think?
Well, at that point, she pissed you off. You're like, you're not going down with 2 jabs to the head? Now, because he knew he was on tape, because that's why I was looking down. He's like, my friends are going to see this, man. You can't walk away knowing that she didn't take my 2 punches.
Looking all stupid.
We did have a puffy coat on. It's kind of hard to throw jabs with that big Sean John coat on with the big the big hood with fur. If I saw a Sean John puffy coat in my vestibule, I'm not leaving the apartment.
No,
I'm going to turn right back around with my walker and go back upstairs until it's clear.
Till the coast is clear.
But that's the deal, man. All of a sudden, you're like, what happened to the neighborhood?
A black guy with a pink bicycle and you walk out of your front door?
Yeah.
No.
You know he didn't buy that down at Schwinn. He didn't go down and go, how much? How much for the pink bicycle?
She's probably been leaving her, apartment building for 2 decades scared out of her mind, and it finally happens.
Going to church. She was on her way to church.
Really?
Yeah.
Has all the features, right?
Yeah.
There's 2 old ladies and 1 gay guy got punched in the face the other day. With my bike. Why would you take my bike? I deliver pita bread with that.
What are you doing?
We got more info coming in. Mo from Brooklyn. The best thing about this story was the straight face the anchor kept when she said how people are calling the police helpline with things they want to do to this guy.
Oh, yeah. People want him strung up like Saddam, only with barbed wire, one person said. Said the police ought to tune him up when they find him.
They will.
Work him over a little bit. Nah, too much intention will be on him.
Oh,
the cops can't have fun like that anymore. Like in the old days, this guy had been brought in with, 2 black eyes, a broken jaw. Oh, he resisted. Now you can't even do that. You got to worry about going to jail if you're a cop.
The old days.
By the way, this is going to piss off a lot of people. You were saying in the office, we had Patrice in recently. We were talking about white crime, black crime.
Yeah.
That is such a black crime.
Yeah, it really is. Because Patrice had mentioned like some kind of child abduction and then murder. Rape thing. He goes, guys, that is such a white man's crime.
And we couldn't argue.
Yeah.
We're like, you're right.
When people profile for that type of crime, it is absolutely the white guy.
Serial killing? Yeah.
Serial killer, things like that. But this type of thing, when you have an old lady that gets physically assaulted and robbed, for the most part, if you profile that, it's just going to be some degenerate black guy.
Yep.
There are definite crimes that fit certain races. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Just it. That's why profiling. That's why they have profiling in crime. Why can't they have it for other things? Like airline hijacking and restaurants, water fountains,
neighborhoods,
Let's say hi
to real estate,
bathrooms.
Let's say hi to Paul in New York. Paul, what's up?
Good morning, gentlemen. How are we doing this morning? Let me tell you, right off the bat, we're going out to the city today. Pack of 5 of us. Going to go out and look. The police were handing out pictures. Can't tell. But another thing is, where's Al Sharpton? How come Mr. Sharpton isn't out parading around,
He's too busy bashing Barack Obama.
Oh, he's bashing Barack Obama?
Yeah, because he's not, because he's got more publicity than Reverend Al does now. Yeah, where is Reverend Al? He doesn't come out and say, we got to catch this guy. He's a threat to the community. Who knows if this guy's beating up old black ladies or if he's just picking old white women. Looks like, the 2 that he hit with.
God help him if he gets caught. God help him if the police don't catch him. It ain't going to take 3 punches to knock his tail out. So.
Oh, a little vigilanteism going on. Nice.
Listen, five of us are going.
5 guys. They're just going to beat up the first black guy they find.
It's like the Bronx Tale. Hey, listen.
Yeah.
Patrice, we're going to run him over with a duster on Mamaroneck on the 95 exit ramp.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to find a pink bicycle pedaling down the thruway.
Right.
He even admitted he doesn't even know what he looks like, but listen, we're coming in anyways.
Yeah, we're coming to get him.
Well, the
police gave us a picture.
The city's outraged. They're like, this guy.
Yeah.
They can't wait to find this guy.
Take care of the supreme race, fellas. Have a great night.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
What?
Jesus. Wow.
Look at our fans.
Yeah, oh, my God.
Look at Anthony. Look at Anthony. He's lit up.
Anthony, calm down. All right. Stingray from the Bronx. What's up?
Hey, guys. Big fan. Love the show.
Thanks, Stingray.
Listen, animals treat each other better than this. This guy is just a piece of garbage. Animals don't do this to each other.
Yeah.
So you really got to. I think you should stop with the animal reference because it's a sin. It really is. And this guy is it's typical of these minorities and what they do and what they prey on. They prey on old white people. Not to mention the 5-year-old white girl that's down the street that has no bicycle now.
Yeah. Where's her pink bicycle?
Exactly.
I'm outraged.
He stole that from somebody. So it's just and anybody who's this is why nobody likes them.
You got to love that the old lady took 3 hits, though. My God.
Yeah.
God bless her.
Exactly. You got to be tough to live in these neighborhoods if you're white.
Thank her husband for that.
Yeah, right. Probably. Shut up, you dirty wench. Dinner's late. Yeah. Wham.
This steak isn't cooked.
I could take a punch. I was married for 60 years. Yeah, to Stephen McGillicuddy. He was a merchant marine.
Come home from the bar and punch me in the face.
Back in the day.
Back in the old days.
Let's go. We're back in the day again. The good old days.
Where's dinner, you no good rotten bitch?
Well, I was out a little.
Dad, don't hit Mom.
Shut up, you little bat. I'll punch you, too.
You see?
Yeah, you see?
You see?
I'm out working the docks all day. And what are you doing around here? Lollygagging around? Well, I'll show you. Shut up, the neighbors will hear.
You two timing?
You dumb bunny.
Hey, Tommy, what are you doing over there? Mind your own business and beat your own wife. Okay. It's the 40s. We're allowed to do this.
They're still second-class citizens, you see?
Yeah.
Let's go and get me a pack of Chesterfields.
Yeah. I'll be down at the store getting some Lucky Strikes, and dinner better be on the table when I get back.
That's your only job, you see?
Now take that with you. Where's the meatloaf?
Make sure I have a drink waiting for me when I come home.
You see?
You see?
I fought a war. I still got Jerry Shrapnel in my ass. I don't need your crap.
You see?
Hey, guys, is that a black guy in our neighborhood? Let's get him.
Race war!
And then you fast forward 3 or 4 decades, and what do you get?
Yeah.
Yo, what's up, lady? Yeah. Come out the door. I got my hairs and my chinny chin chin.
Could you hold the door for me, young man? I've had a tough life. I just want to go to church. I've got to go to church and light a candle for Saint. Oh,
that's right.
Oh.
Take that. Take that.
What did I do? What I did just? Oh.
Kick you in your liver, bitch. I'm Tracy Morgan. I'll punch you right in your liver.
99 problems, but the bitch ain't one. Well, she was a problem for the 3rd punch. What a savage.
He is going to look stupid, though.
And she was probably just going to church, like you said, to light a candle for some saint no one else heard of. How many saints
to make
are
her
there?
life
My
a little
God.
better through prayer.
You see?
She was going to church to actually ask for forgiveness because she used the soap in an improper way.
Something like a back alley abortion she had back in the old days that she'd never been able to forgive herself for.
Did you say old days?
Old school. Johnny, I'm pregnant.
Well,
I don't have any time for a kid.
You see?
Couple of punches to the gut ought to take care of Junior.
There's plenty of stems out there. I don't need to be anchored down.
Look, I set things up with an old doc. He lives down the alley. Go see him tonight at 10. He'll take care of it.
Bring my WD-40. His tools are a little rusty.
She's never been able to get over that, so she just lights a candle for the baby she never had.
Go see Rosie the Riveter.
But, Johnny,
she'll take care of that
kid. This would bring us closer together. Closer? Why, you crazy dame? I'll bust both your stems.
I'm going to Times Square and kiss some broad.
Right, the war's over. I'm going to get in my sailor suit and kiss a broad. It's VJ Day. We beat those Japs. One couple of punches for you, and I'm out the door.
Get my Crackerjack uniform on, out of here.
Crackerjack.
But, Johnny, what about the time we watched the submarine races?
Go chase yourself.
Oh, go screw. You see?
You lousy broad. Can't you see the war's over? There are plenty of dames. I don't need you no more. Oh, but Johnny. She's had a rough life.
I'm going to go kiss a dame in Times Square.
So she's going to go to church because she's nothing on her head but the abortion and the husband that she stood by that beat her every day.
And then
she's going to leave. Oh, no.
I can't get out the door, gentlemen. Sonny, could you help? Oh.
It never ends. All right.
I was only joking.
Yeah, see, it's okay.
How much money did she have in her purse, by the way?
$30?
$30,
something
exactly.
like that?
Yeah.
You know, an old lady. You know, why don't you go beat up a yuppie? You know, some Euro trash down in Soho.
Yeah, that's loaded.
Yeah, get a nice roll of hundreds from his Arab dad. You know, some old lady with $30 in change, by the way. You got to actually roll pennies to get that money.
You got to open up that little change purse.
Yeah, with the little 2 snaps.
Yeah. You squeeze it and it opens up like some private area.
The guy probably couldn't help himself because he's driving around the neighborhood in a pink bicycle, on a pink bicycle.
You know he's the joke of like the brothers.
Oh, my God.
Riding his pink bicycle. Just always been a bad crook. Just a crackhead.
Well, they'll find him. I guarantee you by tomorrow's show.
Someone will turn him in.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, if not, there's 5 guys walking around with red berets
at least
and red silk jackets.
Yeah.
You see?
Yeah.
That's going to make me laugh all day.
You see?
Look, dame.
He tried to punch me, but Ed used to punch me much harder.
I ain't got time for you.
You know, I don't go down with one punch. He always told me I had moxie.
Moxie.
I don't know how the blacks hit their women, but the whites hit much harder.
Much harder.
A merchant marine.
I'm going down to the social club, you see?
Yeah. You stay here and cook. The good old days.
And do the laundry.
What I tell you about boiled dinners, bitch.
Ah, boy. Hey, we got an update, I guess, on the old lady. The 101-year-old. Huge story here in New York.
Actually, not a bad old crow at that.
God bless her, man. She's been talking on the news like crazy, and it's a national story at this point, I'm sure. She's got it together for 101, and she could take a punch.
Oh, my God.
Does anybody mention the racial makeup of the assailant as they would if it was a 100-year-old black woman being punched by a young white thug?
Yeah, we talked about this yesterday. The news said the description is a male in his 30s, and that's all they said. And it was like, why? You know, you gotta kind of narrow down the list of suspects so people know to look out for a certain person. That's what they're trying to catch the person. Give all the info you can, and the easiest information you can give somebody is the racial makeup of the person, because that way you could look. That's when you want to make a judgment based purely on the looks of the guy, is when you're looking for a suspect. You're not going to sit and talk to him. Hey, did you beat up an old lady?
You look at the Bell shooting, okay? It was an awful thing. The cops shot this guy 50 times. There were black cops there, too, and they're still obsessed with the racial makeup because he was black. And there were black and white cops involved.
Right.
Something like this. This is all the media. This is if there was.
They definitely weren't reporting that was a black guy, but now we've all seen the video, and it's pretty obvious to everybody involved now. That video is being shown around the clock.
And we talked yesterday about the profile of this kind of crime. They have criminal profilers. And like we had Patrice on the other day, and he was talking about how serial killers and child abductors and stuff are mostly composed of white men.
Crazy white crime.
Crazy white crime.
Yeah.
Punching old ladies in the face and stealing their money, predominantly a black crime.
Absolutely.
It's part of the profile. It's just the way it is sometimes.
Well,
and people yell racism. You're a racist. You did whatever. That's just the way it is.
Here's the latest on the 101-year-old that was mugged in her vestibule.
The NYPD stepping up its efforts to find the mugger caught on camera attacking a 101-year-old woman. The videotape shows the brutal assault on the elderly woman. He broke her cheekbone. She was on her way to church. The entire police force saw the images during roll call yesterday morning. Outraged New Yorkers continue to flood the NYPD's Crime Stoppers hotline.
So we still don't have the guy.
No.
As we broadcast this morning.
You really can't get a good look at him, to tell you the truth.
Someone's going to rat him out, though, man. That's the type of crime where your own mom has to, like, call the NYPD and go, oh, I just got to do this.
It's like some of the homies got to know who was riding around on a pink bicycle, too, you know?
Right.
It's like he made his escape on a pink bicycle.
He couldn't knock a 101-year-old woman out, and he ran away on a pink bike. I almost feel bad for this guy.
I know. He's gonna take some heat in the joint.
He should turn himself in. He's an embarrassment to himself.
He was stealing money to take boxing lessons. What a sissy. I could knock that old bitch out.
He actually grabbed the side of her head, hit her like 3 times that way, and then took her purse, and then he started rifling through her pockets. And when he leaned over to rifle through her pockets a little bit, she kind of gently leaned over. I think she was going back for her purse.
Oh, of course she was.
She was going to try to grab it back from him, and that's when he gave her the old right and laid her out.
And her
little cotton candy hair moved, and her hat flew off.
And her little hat, that's what bothered me.
Yeah, when you see her little knit cap go flying off her head.
When you see these videos, there's always a moment in the video that really gets to you personally, and that's when it really kind of got real sad for me, because I saw her hat go flying off, and I'm like, man, she probably knitted that hat because she had nothing else to do with her life.
It was chilly, so I decided to go out with my wool cap on. And a giant Negro hit me in the face.
I was listening to a news report this morning. Everyone's calling the NYPD, not with a tip. They're basically calling the NYPD to tell them what they're going to do to this guy if they find him.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, people want this guy really, like, beat up. But if the cops worked this guy over when they caught him, there would be outrage, and the cops would be arrested, and you know, there'd be a big grand jury, and so there's no real justice or winning or anything.
The Central Park jogging case. All of a sudden, it's the race of the assailant and not the victim.
Yeah.
Good.
Hey, you guys, and the NYPD has a lot of pressure. A lot of pressure to find this guy, because it's one of those cases where everyone is paying attention.
Oh, yeah. Everyone's watching.
I think we should give a reward, yes.
I have an idea.
What do you got?
Reward?
Let's set Keith Robinson up and get him to take the fall. I'd love to get one of my awful friends busted for this.
Who knows? With the way he was talking the other day, it probably was him. Jesus, what a creep.
Oh, he's a creep.
Should we call the press and tell them we're offering an award? A reward.
An award.
Imagine an award.
We want to give him an award.
It's a cotton fist.
That guy is awful.
An award for punching like a butterfly.
No, it's a big fist with fairy wings on it.
What a jerk I am. I should go back to doing 2 for Tuesdays.
Tofers.
I stink.
Although we've seen that woman knocked out more than the first time Tyson was knocked down. Yeah. Jesus Christ, they show that. They love showing it.
What?
The knockout on the news.
Oh, yeah.
See, the news knows what people want to see.
Is it true?
But they present it
Hold
like...
on. This guy, I didn't know this part of the story. So far we know the guy knocked the 101-year-old lady down, but not out. Then he went on to punch an 85-year-old woman and take her wedding ring that she had for like 60 years.
60 years.
And now Eric from New York's got more info on this. Eric, what's up?
Well, as news reports say, you guys may have overlooked it, but we go back to the pink bicycle thing. Prior to the 101-year-old, I believe he beat up a 7-year-old girl. That's how we got the pink bike.
Well, I don't know if you have to beat up a 7-year-old girl. Don't you just take the bike?
You just push her down.
You just give her a little push.
You mush her face. You take your palm, stick it in her face, and just push her.
Yep. Give her a little bop to the nose.
Yeah.
And take her pink bicycle.
He may have just slapped her. He may have just slapped her. That's true.
Why is this guy still out there? It seems like it's pretty, this is an easy one. I know the surveillance camera stinks, but...
And there's no sound. You can't hear the old lady going, "I'm still standing, Larry."
He never got me down.
Is that his name? No,
no, it's Sugar Ray Robinson.
Yeah, Sugar Ray. You never, I'm still standing, Ray.
Let's go to Mark on Long Island. Mark, what's up?
Me down.
Marky.
What's up, man?
Hey.
There was a story in Newsday a couple of years back, and, same story, blah, blah, blah. Police are looking for a man in his 30s, so on and so forth. And I was so infuriated, I called Newsday. I got through to the newsroom, and I said to him, why didn't you put the race of the person? And the woman said to me, all smug, "We didn't want to exacerbate racial tensions anymore." Spineless.
Yes, the media does. They're making political statements instead of doing their job, which is give us the facts. That's what you are. You're supposed to be fact givers. You don't have personalities. You're not funny people. You're not interesting. You're fact givers.
Give us the facts. They don't want to exacerbate. Just showing the video exacerbates the racial tension.
Of course.
You look at it and just go, "Oh, Jesus." Just like it is when a child gets abducted. You just want to strangle the guy when they catch him, and it's just some creepy, looking white guy. And you just want to choke him to death. And it's the same thing. You want to grab this guy and punch him in the face for hitting old ladies.
All right, we got to take another break because we were yapping about bands that are overrated. We got to catch up here. So that's the latest on that. No new news, really. He's still out there.
Look at the picture they have of him. Well, who the hell is going to...
It's Mitch Blood Green.
That's either Mitch Green... It could be Gary Coleman. It could be Shaq. You can't tell.
If that was Mitch Green, her head would have rolled off. If he threw one punch and her head and hat flew off, then you look for Mitch Green.
Her head, too, yeah.
It would just be a headless torso, and she probably like a praying mantis would have walked into the 30 feet and then fallen.
She just wants to live out her days in her little apartment that she's had since,
rent control.
Since Prohibition.
I pay $35 a month.
Oh, E-Rock.
E-Rock screwed it up. E-Rock screwed it up. Now I can't even do it.
You had one job and you blew it.
What was he supposed to do?
He was supposed to hit this.
I had rent control in the old days.
Oh, Johnny, this looks like a wonderful apartment. We'll take it. We'll live our lives here, Johnny. Just me and you together.
In this wonderful white neighborhood.
Let's celebrate with a lucky. All right, Johnny. I love you. I love you too, doll. Then fast forward.
Fast forward 3 or 4 decades, and then this is what you got going on in the neighborhood.
Why do they play the music so loud, their kind? Why do their kind of... I better go to church. Where's my wool cap? Where's my wool cap? I just want to be warm for my walk to church. Okay, oh, good. This young gentleman's going to help me open the door. Thank you for holding the... Ow! Why are you punching? Ow!
Yeah, well. The good old days.
The good old days.